Hello everyone, welcome to Polity Updated, PT365. Many students were asking, sir, there is updated PT365. We will be covering all those guys. See, I'll do all the current affairs so that people who are in confusion, right, about the coming exam, that will be covered. Along with that, for the state services, additional things, whatever is required, will be provided through the app itself. So now to begin with, so let us look at issues related to the constitution. Okay, one is uniform civil code. See guys, this is in debate. There is very high possibility that they will ask you a question on UCC. Okay, now the first basic aspect with respect to UCC is it is already mentioned in our constitution. It is present as part of DPSP. But remember, if anything is in DPSP and if it has to be implemented, then the government has to pass in the legislature. So if something is in the fundamental rights, if you are implementing it, there is no need of additional legislatures on it. But if something is in DPSP and if you are implementing that, yes, you need to have certain legislatures passed with respect to that. So even though UCC is under DPSP already in the constitution, Uttarakhand government, which wanted to implement it, passed a bill about uniform civil code. With this, Uttarakhand became the first country to implement UCC. Assam and Gujarat are working on it. No one will ask you which state is working on it. Okay. And guys, in India already there is UCC in a different form, established by Portuguese in Goa. So Goa already have common civil code, which is almost similar to UCC, which was established in 1867. That can be asked. Okay. Now, important judicial pronouncement can be a passing reference in any statement. Shah Bano case is considered to be one significant case with respect to UCC, guys, where, with respect to maintenance, UCC has to be applied. That is, if any woman is given divorce, if any woman is married, all women in India, irrespective of the religion from where she has to be treated equally, is what this particular civil code looks at. Okay, now you see, it provides for the formulation of one law for the entire country, which would apply to all religious communities. Article 44 under Part 4 directs the state shall endeavour to secure a citizen a UCC throughout the territory of India. Okay, so this is what you should look at, guys. Then, okay, see guys, when we look at Ladakh, there are protests going on in Ladakh, guys. Okay, understand, Ladakh has two important areas. One is Kargil, another one is Leh. Kargil has Muslim population and Leh as Buddhist population. And the people of Ladakh are demanding that they must be given autonomous district councils. As of today, Ladakh is given union territory status, where they are not expected to have a state legislature for themselves. See guys, the moment Jammu Kashmir was divided into two, Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, both were made union territories. Within that, we said that within Jammu Kashmir, we will have assembly, a union territory with assembly like Delhi and Pondicherry. But when it comes to Ladakh, they wanted to have it as just a union territory. But in Ladakh, the Buddhists and Muslims who are there, they are protesting that my culture is affected, because these people are not considering my cultural rights. I don't want to be ruled by lieutenant governor. I want to be ruled by my own culture. Then what is the sixth schedule? Why not fifth schedule? See guys, fifth schedule is having tribal advisory council. And to set up tribal advisory council, first of all, you should have a state assembly. In that state assembly, some MLAs must be there. And within that, whoever is ST MLA, scheduled tribe MLA, that particular MLA will come together. Let's say 5-6 MLAs are there. They will form tribal advisory council. So it is just advisory in nature. And they will just give some advice to the state government. And state government can accept it or reject it. But when it comes to autonomous district councils, there is more scope for improvement. There is more scope for relationship, where these people can protect their culture. Okay, they can protect their own culture. Politically, it will be Buddhist people who will be controlling Leh region. Right? Economically, they will be controlling their own region. Judicially also, guys. For example, if there is any issues, court they need not go. According to their own culture, they will follow. All this will be under whose control? Local people control only. Even for that matter, PISA, Panchayats, is not extended to 6th schedule. It is extended only to 5th schedule areas. So given all this, Ladakh is asking for autonomous district councils or autonomous regional councils. So let us see what exactly are these. The people of Ladakh are protesting for Ladakh to be recognized as tribal area. Remember, not under 6th schedule, but under 5th, not under 5th schedule, but under 6th schedule. The 6th schedule of the constitution under article 244(2) and article 275(1). Remember these two guys. Okay. Mains also they have asked this. 244(1) is for 5th schedule. 244(2) is for 6th schedule. Is provided for the administration of tribal areas in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Where? Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. 6th schedule we say. AMTM. Now, it empowers the governor to create. Who will create? Governor. To create what? Autonomous district councils. See the word autonomous. It is not advisory. It is autonomous. And autonomous regional councils. So when you have small areas with different cultures, you will go for autonomous regional council. Okay, if you have Garu, Kasi, Jaintia, 3 different cultures in Meghalaya, so you will go for autonomous regional councils. Okay, when will you have ADCs? ADCs consists of not more than 30 members. It should not be having more than 30 members, out of which 4 are nominated by the governor and rest are elected. That means 26 are elected. This number is important. Only with respect to Bodo Territorial Council, we have given it to 46 members. If there are multiple scheduled tribes in an autonomous district, I told you already you have Leh and Kargil, different cultures. The governor may divide areas into autonomous regions. Okay, you see here, power, legislative power. So, to make rules in respect of land and management of forest, who will have? Autonomous district councils. Inheritance of property, marriage and diverse social practice, nothing can be implemented. UCC cannot be implemented without their permission. Regulation and control of money lending or trading. See guys, one of the biggest problem for tribal people is money lending. Many people historically have misused them and they have given less money and have collected more interest. So it is governor's responsibility to prevent money lending activity in fifth schedule areas. It is ADC's responsibility to prevent money lending in sixth schedule areas. Executive power. Power to establish or manage schools, dispensaries, markets, etc. Councils are also authorized to prescribe the language, which language you need to teach to the children. Even that will be done by them. See, most importantly, judicial powers are also given to them. Empowered to constitute village and district council courts. Okay, no courts except the high courts and the supreme court has the jurisdiction over such suits or cases of council courts. Okay, so they have village and district council courts. Directly after this you have to go to high court, but you cannot go to any other court. Empowered to prepare a budget, empowered to assess and collect land revenue and impose taxes, empowered to grant licenses. All these are given to autonomous district councils. You see here they have given a beautiful comparison, guys. Fifth schedule applicable to 10 states of India. Already I told you 10 states of India currently. It is applicable to 4 northeastern states of AMTM. Under this it will be forming tribal advisory council. Here it will be forming district councils, autonomous district councils. TAC being the creation of legislative assembly of the states has limited powers. They are mostly executive, but here they are executive, they are legislature, they are judicial, they also have financial powers. They are more focused on protection of tribal rights, more on self-governance. PISA is applicable, PISA is not applicable. Please understand, guys, 1996, they may ask you PISA is applicable or not. Okay. See, guys, minority educational institution. Recently, guys, Aligarh Muslim University was not given, right, minority status. There is debate going on with respect to this, right? So where just read article 30 once, guys, nothing more than that. Article 30 you see once. Motion of thanks, minister without portfolio not required, guys. Very, very important, guys. 75 years of Supreme Court of India. But remember, when we started studying, right, polity, I started telling you that, like, regulating act, at that time only Supreme Court was established, but that was different. After independence, under our own constitution, we have established, right, Supreme Court. So that was inaugurated. So guys, mandatorily you should be reading it, right? Which article? See, guys, state services, article 124(1) of the Indian Constitution. The Supreme Court of India must have a Chief Justice of India and a maximum of 7 additional justices unless Parliament specifies a higher number through a statute. Okay, at that time it was 7, guys. Today the strength is 34. Just read appellate jurisdiction, original jurisdiction, advisory jurisdiction. Okay, once, case, read it. Lakshmikant has all this, just read it once. Yeah. So yes, it is a recommendation, so it's not important, but they have told that you should try to have this particular aspect. Defamation will be considered in future as well. Next is remission. See this. Bilkis Bano case. In Gujarat during Godhra riots, some people were arrested because they were involved in rape, and the entire family were massacred. According to this, 11 people were convicted by the court, but after few years, they went for pardoning power. That is, Gujarat government used pardoning power, especially remission, which means reducing the sentence without affecting the character. Okay, so what they did, they reduced it and released them. This was questioned by the Supreme Court. Bilkis Bano raised a case. Many people in India raised it. How can you allow rapists to move around like that? And finally, Supreme Court said that is cancelled. You should take them back. Okay. So pardoning power of president, pardoning power of governor, just see once. I already told you while talking about polity as well. Here again I want you to see. See guys, Supreme Court has unanimously struck down electoral bond scheme. So today electoral bond scheme is no more present. So don't worry about reading it. Once if it is removed, law is removed, UPSC most probably don't ask you these questions. Then in Chandigarh there was mayor elections, and the person who was sitting to count, he has done some mischievous activity which Supreme Court said is wrong, and they wanted to start judicial pronouncement against him, file a case against him. So because of that, municipal corporation, okay, you see, exercising its power under Article 142 of the Constitution to ensure complete justice. So I want you to know what exactly is Article 142. Supreme Court, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, may pass such decree or make such order as is necessary for doing complete justice in any cause or matter pending before it. If it says I am going for Article 142, that means it is aiming to provide complete justice. Okay, enables the Supreme Court to exercise executive and legislative functions in specific scenarios. That means Supreme Court will take the role of executive, Supreme Court will take the role of judiciary, it will take the role of legislature, and it is willing to provide complete justice. The meaning of this is, guys, normally Supreme Court will tell, let state government do this. Let them pass a bill. Let them give justice in this form. Sometimes it will be advisory. But when it goes for Article 142, it is taking over the control of executive and legislature as well. See guys, as elections have started, model code of conduct is there, and the problem is there can be a question because everyone will be seeing elections, so they may see some aspects of elections and ask you how exactly it works. Have a glance at it once, guys. Okay, glance but don't read in depth. Okay, Citizenship Amendment Rules 2024. Recently there were some news articles also which said some 11 to 12 people have got their first set of citizenship. Okay, and Taliban was telling if India is giving citizenship, then it should give to everyone irrespective of their religion. So even Taliban is talking about Citizenship Amendment Act, so you should study about it. Okay, so Home Ministry has amended Citizenship Rules 2009 to enforce Citizenship Act 2019. Okay, which article is amended? Article 11. Article 11 empowers Parliament to make any provision related to the acquisition and termination of citizenship and all other matters relating to citizenship. And remember, CAA is aimed at acquisition of citizenship to those people who are persecuted in neighboring countries. And you see this carefully, guys. Okay, as it is enforced, UPSC may ask, Hindus, Sikh, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Christians. They are from Afghanistan, Bangladesh or Pakistan. Hindus from Sri Lanka are also not given, guys. Remember this. And when they should have entered into India before December 31st, 2014. Okay. 1st Jan 2015, if someone has entered, they will be considered as illegal migrant. There are not They are not in certain tribal areas of Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura included in 6th schedule. So if there is 6th schedule areas and if any people are present in 6th schedule areas, they won't be given citizenship. Remember, lot of northeastern states have told that we don't want you people to allow any outsider, irrespective of whichever religion he belongs to be given citizenship. Mizoram told, if you are giving citizenship to any other person who is not a Mizo, we won't accept. So if there is inner line permit or if there is 6th schedule areas, in that if there is illegal migration, that is not permitted. Even though they are refugees, we are not going to permit them. This is very important. The period of naturalization has been reduced from 11 years to 5 years. This is the reason this date was given, guys. This is the reason this date was given. 2014 to 2019. Right? It will be 5 years. Okay? Yeah. See, guys, Karnataka government has recently put some taxes on temple regulation, and this has been criticized because this is similar to Mughal rule, British's rule and all is what they criticize. Read article 25 1, 25 2. That's it. Whichever articles I'm telling, you need to by heart them, guys. Okay. See, guys, cinematograph rules again and again they are talking. So let's look at this. Just look at this box, guys. That's enough. U is universal and without restriction. UA is divided into 3 categories: 7 plus years, 13 plus years, 16 plus years. No restrictions will be there, but it must be watched under guardians. A only for adults. Yes, only to members of any specific profession. Everyone should not watch them. These are all not so important, guys. Okay. See, guys, this is about polity updated in Vision PT365. See, guys, next immediately I will be starting international relations. I will tell what are all the important places, organizations and issues that you have to focus. Okay. In this only, geography through maps will also be completed, but I'll make a separate small video only for that where I'll show you the places as well. Okay. So next we'll talk about international relations and then I'll start with science and technology. Thank you.